All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Kennedy and the Sandman in the barbershop once again. Oh yeah, P Diddy. I was like, we were gonna talk about something. P Diddy's what we're gonna talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna look up his
Diddler.
his allegations.
Oh, it's heavy, bro.
Yeah, let's see what all. I don't really know. I just know he's weird and
Been weird for years. That's what I'm telling everybody. This
Yeah.
shit ain't new.
yeah. 50 cents, fucking. 50's a real one, dude.
Hammering his
50's
ass.
a real one.
But 50 been telling us too.
Yeah, I mean he's been
been telling
he's like
us.
funny about it. I can't think of
telling
any
us.
example, but his documentary I think is coming to Netflix.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
did you
all
call
of
it?
them are about to come out now. I think that was the
Oh,
deadline.
Suge Knight
so to
is
say.
saying stuff now.
Suge got shit to say. No, bro. Let's talk about Keefe D. People are blaming Shannon
even know who
Sharp
that is.
and
This is like
Cat.
the
What
this is the
Keefe
first time I've
D
heard of this
is.
before.
Keefe D's not a rapper. Keefe D was in the
Make sure it's
car
recording.
the night Tupac got
It
shot.
is.
Some even say he's the one that handed the gun to Orlando to shoot Tupac. Keefe D was a gang member, 60s, I think, from Compton, LA area. He was a big drug dealer, like millionaire type drug dealer, like had the money, but he's affiliated with the Crips. Not a gang banger, but a gang member. Big difference. So a lot of people looked up to him. He was the shot caller, so to say. He had been doing interviews probably 15 years about Tupac. And he's always alluded to Diddy not paying him for the hit that they did. And he probably said it one too many times, and he got arrested, I think, last year. The feds rolled up on him. He's been in jail now probably 7, 8, 9 months. Probably the last one alive, besides Suge, that can even tell you what happened on that corner that night that Pac got killed. Because like I said, Keefe D was in the car.
Damn.
He's been probably 8 months, maybe a year. I could be wrong. Maybe less than a year. And he's been going back and forth to court. He's had cancer. He said his cancer's coming back. He's sick. You know, millionaire motherfuckers that get snatched up off the street and they go to jail, bro, they'll sing like a fucking parakeet. I don't find it weird at all that Keefe D's been like, hey man, ain't getting no play. They ain't giving me bail. Like I'm gonna have to tell, because I'm sure Keefe D's been to plenty puffy parties. Like they were all cool at one time. Cat Williams probably didn't help it. You know what I mean? That Cat Williams interview probably didn't help it. But this dude's charges, man. I mean, just the one. I don't know what they call it, but taking women across state lines and shit for sex. You know, that carries life right there.
Yeah.
Fed charges, bro.
Trafficking's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, your Fed charges, especially I think it's the Southern District of New York City. Like, if you know about the Southern District of New York, bro, like they beat the mafia.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? The mafia, they say, you know what I mean, has been dead and gone for 30, 40 years because of the Southern District of New York. They don't play, bro. They got fucking terrorists and shit up there that they deal with in New York City.
Yeah,
so
true, yeah.
you know what I mean? Who are you? We can put you away. Nobody will ever fucking see you again. I think he's out of there, man.
Got a full timeline. So last November 16th, Casey Ventura files a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging he raped her in 2018 and subjected her to a years-long abusive relationship that included physical abuse. This is from Forbes. Physical abuse and his assertion of complete control over her life.
And it's all public record.
Oh, that was November 16th. November 17th, Diddy pays $30 million to her the next day to make this go away. Cassie Ventura chose to resolve this matter amicably, while Combs' attorney says the settlement was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Like, okay, but
Come on, man.
if you didn't do it, you wouldn't pay somebody
I ain't
$30
paying you for some shit.
I'd go to court and
I'll
I'd
see
pay
you
a
in
lawyer.
court.
I'll pay a lawyer $10 million
See
to
you
make
in
sure I don't
court.
have to pay you anything.
Yeah, keep
Like,
that 20.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just look at the list of Big, dead. Craig Mack, dead. Black Rob, dead. Kim Porter, dead. Al B. Shore was in a coma for a year, so he was damn near dead. Who else? I know I'm missing some, but Andre Harrell, dead. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, call a
Certain point where
spade at
it's-
this
yeah.
point. Everybody that you've
Most people don't know that many dead people.
no
Honestly.
in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then the Locks. Big fan of the Locks. I've been a big fan of the Locks since day one. They, the shit they've always said about Diddy, being, whatever. It I'll go back to Africa Bambaataa, and that name's probably not familiar to you. Some would call him the forefather of hip hop. Look up Africa Bambaataa. Spell Africa with a K though. Bambaataa is the name. He's allegedly been under the same charges as Diddy, dating back all the way back to the 70s.
Okay.
And guys like this, bro, they don't just start doing this shit. Like they've been doing this shit.
Yeah, accused of bad stuff.
Yeah, bro. See, you see the correlation to it, though, right?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. November 23rd, like a week after the Cassie Ventura stuff goes away, an anonymous plaintiff accuses Diddy and Aaron Hall of from her and her friend in 1990 or 1991, one or the other.
Aaron Hall. See, I always thought Puff and Aaron Hall were fucking brothers.
So yeah, that got filed conveniently before some law went into effect that made the statute of limitations shorter.
Okay, there's a famous interview with Aaron Hall, probably 15, 20 years ago. I happened to be watching it. I don't know why. It just happened to be on early YouTube days. Mm-hmm. That interview, and to be a fan of that group, Guy, Teddy Riley, Aaron Hall, and his brother, like that was like my junior high years. But to hear this dude talk about what he was talking about in an interview, I was like, oh my God. So it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
They've been weird.
It
hasn't really been a secret.
I think once you get a certain amount of money and you're introduced to certain types of crowds, like your entertainment changes. Mm. And it's not good. You know what I mean? It's never good.
November 23rd, the same day as the anonymous one, a woman named Joey Dickerson Neal alleges that he drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and recorded the assault while she was a college student in 1991. December 6th, he's hit with another sexual assault suit accusing the rapper of drugging her and participating in a game of an unnamed woman in 2003 when she was 17.
No statute
of limitations on that.
And somebody asked me a while ago about like Bill Cosby. Like if Bill Cosby came into prison, what would I do?
This one's crazy.
I'm gonna have some money.
Yeah. This was February 26th, a couple months after all this other shit. Producer Lil Rod Jones.
Yeah, Lil Rod Jones.
Sues Diddy in New York and alleges he was subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction and was forced to engage in relations with sex workers that Diddy hired. In a set of widely covered allegations, Jones says in the lawsuit that Combs regularly hosted sex trafficking parties with underage women and illegal drugs, and implies record label executives who looked the other way financially benefited from access to celebrities and dignitaries like Prince Harry, who is not accused of any wrongdoing or of attending parties himself.
He hadn't came here yet, so he probably hadn't been to any of the parties yet.
Diddy's attorney says that the suit includes reckless name-dropping about events that never happened. That's what you would say.
But the people that have been to these parties, the Kevin Harts, the Ashton Kutchers, the Obamas, the everybody's since the 90s, bro.
Oprah, probably.
Oprah, LeBron said it. What he said, and it's going viral all over TikTok, where he said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." I bet there ain't, motherfucker. Goddamn.
Shit.
Damn. I ain't saying it, but you was there, dog. Chris Brown. There's a video of Chris Brown at one of the parties in all white dancing and shit. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're a who's who in the past 30 years, you've been to a Diddy party. Whether you partook in it, this is one thing. We don't know that, allegedly. But if you've been there more than 3 times, you did something.
Yeah,
That's
true,
just my
true.
rule. If I go
if
more
you
than
kept
3
going
times,
back,
yeah. If I go more than 3 times, I'm doing something. But shit,
3 times is okay.
3 times is okay.
May 19th, Cassie Ventura, that video comes out of him like beating her ass in the hallway. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
That triggered me.
Yeah, and did he apologize for that? Straight
Ain't
up.
no apology for that, man.
Yeah. Well, he just admitted that he did it, which is
And that was whack.
it's the first thing he admitted he did out of this. Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was real whack. At that point, just shut the fuck up, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, just shut the fuck up. That fake ass apology shit.
Yeah, well, and it's like you like grabbed her by the hair and drug her down the hallway. Like, how sorry can you be, dude?
You meant all of that shit.
Well, and he said something like she hit him in the face while she was sleeping and ran out with his clothes. It's like, so why would you be dragging her back into the room, dude? Like, I don't know. Anyway, everybody knows it.
That's some pussy ass shit to even say.
Yeah. A couple days after that, former model Crystal. This is a long list. Former model Crystal McKinney files a lawsuit in Manhattan federal court accusing the rapper of drugging and sexually assaulting her. There's a pattern here. In 2003. May 24th, couple days after that, this lady, April Lamprose, accuses Combs in a lawsuit filed in New York on Thursday of sexual assault. Over 4 terrifying encounters between 1995 and 2001, including 3 incidents of rape and 1 instance of Combs forcing her to take ecstasy. See, that's like extra fucked up to me. It's like forcing somebody to take drugs they don't want to take. Like,
And see, I don't know if Jana heard
the whole
this
thing's fucked up
anywhere, but there's a big joke about the baby oil and shit, and I'm like,
yeah, he had like 1,000 bottles of baby, and they were like gallon, like milk jugs of
I think
baby
something was
oil
in it
at his house.
I think he had something in it. You know, we start rubbing it on you, and that's it right there. So if you don't drink the drink, hey, let me give you a massage.
Oh, but that's a lot of it still. Goes through a lot.
1,000 bottles, there's a
Yeah.
reason.
Never thought of that.
1 bottle of baby oil, dog. Me and my wife took us about a year to go through. You got 1,000. It's got to be bigger than just
It's a
wanting
Diddy
to
party,
be
dude. It's a
lubed
Diddy
up.
party. Yeah,
I think
true.
she might be right, man. Got to be something in that shit to have it like that. Where do they run out of baby oil at? Where you got to stock up like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah,
It's all weird.
it's weird as fuck.
It's all weird. A couple days after that, federal investigators bring Combs' accusers to testify before a grand jury and plaintiffs who have filed.
So wait a minute, as you're running down this list, so this is day after day.
Yeah, this is the whole timeline in order.
Somebody got to him.
Yeah.
Had to be a collective thing.
No charges filed yet. He's indicted by the grand jury. He's arrested September 16th this year. September 17th, the federal court in Manhattan unseals charges against Diddy for racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution.
Racketeering.
Yeah.
Oh, he about to get RICO'd.
Yeah. Alleging he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. All sounds fair. Same day, a memo filed with the New York judge accuses Diddy and co-conspirators of setting fire to an unnamed person's car using a Molotov cocktail.
So arson.
Yeah.
That's in Nebraska. That's life.
Yeah.
That's like murder, especially if there were people in there or near the buildings or anything. That's how they treat arson. You're better off trying to fucking shoot somebody than fucking set their shit on fire.
Apparently, this is for blowing up Kid Cudi's car. Apparently.
I remember hearing about that.
Cassie Ventura said in a lawsuit last year that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Kid Cudi did a song about it.
And now he's getting charged for blowing up somebody's car with a Molotov cocktail.
Cudi did a song about it. I never listened to it, but apparently there's a song where he talks about this.
Well, we'll listen to that after this. If you guys could hear it, we would listen to it right now, but you can't.
Yeah, you can't. So
September 24th, Combs is sharing a unit with disgraced former cryptocurrency billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried. That's so funny. Imagine Sam Bankman-Fried and Diddy hanging out. That's so weird.
I forgot about that, dude.
He's on a 25-year sentence in prison for counts of conspiracy, fraud, and money laundering. I feel like maybe they shouldn't talk to each other.
They're not.
They could be scheming something.
No, they're not. No. He's on suicide watch.
Oh, okay.
He's in a deep, dark hole
Oh,
No, it's not dark.
sharing a unit, not a cell.
Yeah, they're on the same
sharing a
unit, but there's no contact.
I was gonna say they can probably they can get some schemes going.
Yeah, there's no contact.
They're both like evil geniuses.
No contact in there.
September 24th, again, Talia Graves files a federal lawsuit in New York claiming she was offered a glass of wine by Diddy and Sherman. I don't know who Sherman is. Combs and Sherman. In 2001, when she was 25, that made her lightheaded, dizzy, and physically weak before she lost consciousness and was raped by the two men while her hands were tied behind her back. That's rough.
What the fuck, dude? He'll never go to Gen Pop.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, he'll never go to Gen Pop.
No, he couldn't.
Like I said, he's on suicide watch right
too
now,
rich
and the light never goes off. He's either in there with little or no clothes at all. Like you get nothing. Nothing's in there. Anything you can hurt yourself with, bang yourself with.
That's crazy, man.
You don't get it.
One day you're up here
And
having all your sexual desires.
then you walk
fulfilled
around
by
in a
sex trafficked prostitutes.
10 by 10, maybe 9 by 9, maybe butt naked or with a turtle shoot on. They call it a turtle shell.
See that video of his basketball court where he has like king size beds
That's just
all
fucking weird.
over the basketball court?
Man, if I walk in somebody, I'm like, man, what the fuck, dog?
Yeah, it's weird.
What's
shit.
this shit? And roll right the fuck up out of there.
Let's see. My wife told me about this egg test. You heard about the egg test?
Nah, what's that?
Oh, Suge Knight said this about the egg test.
The egg test.
Here's, dude, you're not gonna like what the egg test is.
I might know what it is. They just call it something different in the joint.
Oh, okay. Exciting. Let's see. I'm gonna just have to look for the word egg. I don't want to read this whole thing. Oh, it's right here.
Test. Oh.
Okay. According to Suge Knight, Diddy was taught by the people before him, and he did it to the people younger after him.
Like I said, somebody taught him to do this
it's
shit.
like cyclical. It's an industry that, this is Yahoo News, it's an industry that, according to Suge Knight, has a long history of sexually abusing and assaulting its newest members. He said one practice called an egg test went like this. The new artists, they pull their pants down and bend over. They stick an egg up their ass. If the eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. If the egg doesn't break, then they're ready to be an artist, I guess. They had butt naked parties. What the fuck? I'm just gonna. I am gonna read this whole thing. So yeah, this is Yahoo News by way of News Nation.
Why?
So
what does that do?
yeah. So Suge Knight, CEO of Death Row Records,
and why does
former
he
CEO
know
of Death
about
Row
it?
Records, claimed that Diddy is not the only one to put younger artists through humiliating sexual acts, describing various industry practices throughout the decades. The video above contains excerpts of his interview with Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, a whole lot of people nervous right now.
Diddy was arrested on September 16th. Yeah. Suge Knight, who has been serving a 28-year prison sentence in California for voluntary manslaughter. I didn't even know.
And he got to be careful. You know what I mean? In well, up until this point, Suge, you know what I mean? He can't rap because they ain't going to knock off all 28 years and you be walking to the streets tomorrow. So you got to be careful what you say while you in the joint. You know what I mean? A motherfucker can still knock your block off in the joint.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful what you say, bro.
Oh, so Suge Knight's not even like, he's like, it feels like he's kind of on Diddy's side almost.
Okay, I was about to say, you got to kind of watch. But why would you be
like
on Diddy's side,
he's saying like,
motherfuckers like
he's
Diddy
saying
get
like,
no love on the
he's
yard.
saying like Diddy is a product of like an industry that's been doing this for a long time.
He's right.
Which maybe is true.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. I mean, because like Andre Harrell was a name that I used earlier. He's the guy that discovered Puffy. He's the one that bought him into this whole industry. And if you know who Andre Harrell is, it's probably way too young for you because that was my mom and them's days. You know what I mean? But I knew who these dudes were. Their music, like they were the funk freak, androgynous, 75 to 85, Rick James, Prince. You know that kind of. You get me?
Yeah.
that kind of shit. Fly your freak flag, you know what I mean? Rick James would say the freak flag. That's what it was, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And in hip hop was no different. It was all there. Just like I said in the show, The Get Down. Now you should probably go back and watch The Get Down and some shit you'll be like, wow, it's been there.
Yeah.
That behavior.
Yeah. I mean, they get down. There's parts that get down that are pretty gay.
Yeah, pretty
Just
gay.
straight
And
up.
then you can probably
yeah.
put like I said, we talked about Africa
It's not
Bambaataa.
subtle.
You know, that was way back in early hip hop days in the 70s where he had charges on him too with the same behavior. So we go from 70s to now, and in any rumor you heard about any rapper being gay or whatever, doing freaky, fucked up shit, you gotta kind of think about it now. Or what R. Kelly say in that interview? I ain't the only one.
He did say that. Yeah.
He did say
He did
that.
say
You know what I mean? Jay-Z. Jay-Z's right-hand man is who? Puff. You know, and it's been rumored that Jay's been feeding Beyonce drugs for the past 15, 20 years. They say Beyonce's a full-fledged drug addict. Been hearing about this for years.
That's why she's doing country music.
Amen.
Shook says it's usually the record labels paying people off so their artists don't get in trouble. There's people whose job was to bring underage girls to have sex with the artists.
To set them up.
Oh,
Get them in compromise. Get them in compromising positions.
Get you on
that's what he
tape.
said. I mean, because think about it. P. Diddy, Puffy, Brother Love, whatever the fuck the motherfucker's name is. I mean, since you...
Shit, dude.
I don't know if are you a
Suge
fan?
Knight says Snoop Dogg should have said something about this. Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and others.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, Rick Ross?
Remember the song Ain't Even Know It?
Yeah.
Go back and listen to it.
Shit.
Go back and listen to Rick Ross's verse. It was creepy to me where I was like, oh, you said that out loud? Starts to make sense now.
Man, I like you, dude.
I know, dog. I know, but go back. I don't. I mean, if you remember, cool. If you don't, cool too. But that song, she ain't even know it. She ain't even know it. She ain't even know it. It's like, dog.
Okay, this is bad advice. Suge Knight says Diddy had a great run, but he should just get it over with and go to jail.
Lay down and lick your
But
nuts.
I mean, that's fine. But then he says, I've been locked up for 10 years and I haven't had one bad day yet.
Hey,
Seems like that's maybe not the typical prison experience.
I don't know what facility Suge's in. I don't know how much money he has.
Yeah. It probably is nice if you're rich, I guess.
10 years. He's been through what we call the cycle. So he's probably at least medium minimum custody by now. Maybe ready for some community corrections in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So he's probably pretty low custody right
I mean, have you ever had a day after you got out? Have you ever had a day that was so bad that you were like, I'd rather be in jail?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had days where I'm like, Afghanistan was all right.
Yeah. I didn't
Stuff's just kind of simpler.
didn't have to worry. It was simple.
Yeah.
I knew my routine.
Like bills
I
and
knew-
stuff aren't really.
Yeah. I won't lie. And I've had those.
Yeah, that's what boot camp was like.
Yeah. The routine.
After I got out of boot camp, I was like,
Dang.
I had like way too much freedom.
Right. What to
That's
do
what we were talking
now.
about last time with dudes like running off and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
what
you
to
just-
do now?
Like you're
you
just
know
like,
what I mean?
I can do whatever I want, and they just fuck off.
I probably sat in the house maybe a whole
Yeah, it's
week,
like-
maybe two.
Well, and then it's like, damn, if anything goes wrong, it's my fault. You know. Like
Yeah.
if anything happens, it's because I fucked it
I
up.
did it. Yeah.
Like I need to
Or they're
figure
gonna
out.
blame me.
Well, it's not like I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, and if it goes bad now, like it's totally my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
The structure was just kind of like as long as I was in the Marine Corps, like I could stay in the Marine Corps for 40 years and like have a pretty good life and make a lot of money and retire and like whatever.
Yeah.
So like as long as I was in there, it was like there was a plan, you know. But then I was like, I don't want to do that anymore, and that's when stuff got scary. Is when I'm like, I don't really know what tomorrow looks like necessarily.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, I did eventually. Like I had to figure it out. I had to sit down and be like, what am I going to do? Like, where am I going to live?
Yeah, I can feel
Am I
him when
moving back in with my mom?
I can definitely feel him when
Yeah.
he says that. Some people would think that's weird, but I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Been locked up for 10 years and haven't had a bad day yet. It's funny to even.
I mean, you'd think you would rather spend 10 years on the outside, though.
Yeah.
Like one day, maybe you have one day that's so bad, you're like, oh, fuck, I miss prison.
Yeah.
But you don't actually miss it.
I can't remember how I used to explain this. What was that? What's the saying? On the outside looking in?
Yeah.
Is that how they say it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll reverse it.
On the inside looking out.
There you go. Where I'm in there and I'm like, damn, all this shit happening out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's like boot camp's in like downtown San Diego. So I'm on watch at night and I can see like the fireworks at SeaWorld. It's like,
right.
and I'm like, damn, I can see like the spotlights from all the clubs and stuff.
Or it's so loud out there.
Yeah.
I remember going
too.
through that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so loud out here.
There's
Everybody is
There's
so
airplanes
loud.
all the time
Yeah.
going over, and I'm like, man, I wonder who's on that airplane. I wonder where they're going. I wish I was on that airplane. Like, if I could be on that airplane, I would be on that airplane. Like, I don't even care where it's going.
That's all you see is at LCC, bro. LCC's like
airplanes.
It's like a bowl with a wall on the top of it. So all you see is the planes and shit. You
Man.
that's a DC LL30 right there. Like, oh yeah, that's a tanker, man. They fill up gas in that one in the air. Yeah, you get to know that shit, bro. Hell yeah. You just fucked me up with that one.
Funny, dude.
Watching the planes fly by and shit.
Yeah, so Diddy sucks. Whatever.
Yeah, they about to R. Kelly that motherfucker 2-3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I say, chop his legs off at the knees. We hang him by rope, twine, under his armpits, and let pigs run under him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Seems.
That enough?
Yeah, I mean that's probably.
That's enough. You fall,
I mean,
motherfucker.
I mean, imagine how many people he's like done stuff like that to.
That's the sick thing about
If he's
it.
got like 12 lawsuits or some shit right now. Like, imagine how many people don't even know, probably.
That's the thing about it. So to answer y'all's question, if a P. Diddy came to the yard and I'm in that motherfucker in my Thundercat mode, he's going to be extorted or he's going to be beat on every day, all day until he checks in the PC. And that's real deal.
I mean, there's like good odds that he did something to somebody in there's like
That they
sister
yeah,
or some,
bro.
or maybe even one of them. Or
Man,
like
I always tell people that.
Like you've done it to so many people. Like you have a vast network of
I
people
always
that
tell
might
people
want
that.
like revenge.
I always tell people like, oh, he's going to be safe in there. Nah, there's a cousin, there's a brother, there's an uncle, there's a friend of a friend in there, bruh. As a matter of fact, there might be 5-6 friends of friends in there waiting on old boy. I don't think that.
I mean, he'll never go.
Yeah, he'll never with those types of charges, dog. He's never going to gym pop. I said there's two motherfuckers that's bottom of the totem pole on any compound, federal, state. That's a fucking thief and fucking sex offenders. They get no fucking love.
That makes sense.
No fucking love, dog. You get hell all fucking day, every day. Especially from a motherfucker like me. And I wasn't the only motherfucker like me in there. There's probably like 500 motherfuckers like me in there. When you come in with those kinds of charges, oh, dog.
He's just too famous, dude. Like he'd get
He'll never see Jim.
just harassed immediately.
But I don't know. I mean, you can get touched.
Yeah, I mean
Anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they won't put him like.
I mean, to go back to the history of his dad, I mean, his dad was an informant for the feds. And that's the rumor about Diddy being an informant for the feds. His dad was murdered. His dad was in the black mafia in New York City back in the 70s. Nicky Barnes and all them type motherfuckers. His mom ran brothels and shit. So this dude's had a dark life. To where only people that could have that kind of power that can put you in place as a talentless fuck. The dude don't play guitar. Dude don't play the keys, can't hold a note, don't make no beats, don't write no lyrics. Now, how does a motherfucker like that, a talentless motherfucker like that, get to where he is? You record motherfuckers doing stupid shit in your house.
That makes a lot of sense.
Dude don't do nothing.
When you say it like that, that makes a lot of sense.
It's like at least DJ Khaled, you know what I mean? I've seen him. I've looked I'm like, I need to see this motherfucker scratching and mixing. To call yourself a DJ, and I did. I found he's actually nice. He was P. Diddy's DJ back in the 90s, early 90s. His name's on there too. And I see that about DJ Khaled. I've actually said that about. I've been saying that about him about years. He's giving me that vibe. Miami. So
Damn.
yeah, I forgot about DJ Khaled. He's always giving me that vibe. I've always said that about him. Yeah, but a talentless motherfucker like that to get to where he is now, then everybody in your path dead. Yeah, man, you gotta call a spade a spade.
He sucks. He sucked the whole time. I don't know. I've been having anxiety like crazy, dude.
Everybody is,
lately.
man.
I don't know what the fucking deal is.
Some call it Nibiru, some are calling it the second moon, but we're gonna have a planet peeking in on us any day now here. Been hip to it?
No, but I've been like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's because my dog died. And
Yeah,
since
probably
then
that too,
since
working
then
on
I've
you
been
too.
fucked
But
up, it's like,
everybody's feeling it.
dude, I
man.
almost texted you just today. Like, I was just laying in bed, like having like an anxiety thing. I was just like, I can't even leave the house. I almost texted you, like, man, I'm not coming tonight. But I was like, nah. I was like, going will make me feel better.
Good man. Good
you
man.
know? So I'm still like, I'm disciplined.
Yeah, you're going through the push-pull effect right now,
but
dog.
it's just like I just feel it
only
all
human.
day,
You're
all
only
day.
human.
Like I'm like, man, I'm about to go for the first time. I'm thinking about like going and getting some fucking meds.
You're only
Honestly,
human.
it's fucking just to chill out for a second. It's like nonstop, man. I haven't been able to relax in a long time.
You're only human, dog.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Which sucks. 'Cause I'm usually so good at relaxing. Like
Yeah.
my wife will she thinks a lot, you know. And I'm like, man, like I was like, I wish you could be like me. Like sometimes I just sit here, and, like,
Go to
there's-
commercial for a minute.
I'm like, there's nothing going
There's
on.
nothing going
Like,
on
I'm
in
just,
here.
I'm just sitting, like I'm just playing PlayStation or something. She's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, just fucking playing PlayStation. She's like, yeah, what are you thinking about? Like nothing. Like I'm thinking about what play I'm gonna run next. I'm thinking about that I ran cover 3 and got burnt on the seam. Like it's
The task at hand.
That's pretty much it. It's like all I'm thinking about. And that's usually what I'm like, but lately, dude, it's not what I'm like at all. It's like
Yeah, we're gonna
I
have
don't
two.
know.
We're gonna have 2 moons for like 10 days or something like that. Depending on where you're at.
I did see about it's like an asteroid that's gonna get stuck in gravitational pull for it's only like the size of a bus or something. It's like 30 feet long.
Yeah, that's what they say. The Bible calls it wormwood. Some people are calling it Nibiru, and some people are calling it an asteroid, but it had a name. It has a name or something. They named it something. But yeah, depending on who you talk to, that's what it is. I guess I'm stuck between Nibiru and wormwood. Wormwood is mentioned in the Bible, so it's probably more than likely wormwood. I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah.
Billy Carson calls it wormwood. And that's my man. But I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm waiting for him to say the word Nibiru, but he won't say it. But yeah, and I think that's some of the ascension that's going on right now. Around the aches, the pains, people are going through anxiety. People are up and down. It's the pull, man. It's a gravitational pull. All these hurricanes, water's rising and shit. Animals acting crazy. It's the ascension, man. And you know, I'm a firm believer in ascension, and I've been feeling it. Like my stomach yesterday was just crazy for no reason. The day before that, like I'm a hella multitasker, and if I don't have 3 projects going on, and I can go from 1 to 2 to 3, I can go from 3 to 1, I can go from 2 to 3, and I know what I'm doing, and it just has to be that way when I'm feeling that way. That's how I know I'm ascending. You know, but I've been studying ascension, and you know, I've been research. I posted it today. I'm probably at about a 500 right now. You know, and once you're able to study this chart and see, you're able to see exactly where you're at, and you can work on it right then and right there. So everybody's ascending, black, white, gay, straight, fat, skinny. Everybody's ascending right now. Some are feeling anxiety. I've even heard some people say that like they're losing vision in one eye or the other.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's ascension, man. It's going on, man. There's some big changes, big changes.
It's an election year.
That too, yeah, that too. You know what I mean?
I
And
feel like there's been a lot of like celestial events, like the full moon, super moon, harvest blood moon that happened at the same time as a lunar eclipse. And
Only
shit.
thing is missing now, man, is just the aliens. Whether they're the real ones or the man-made ones. That's all that's missing now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. We're either gonna see AI robots walking down the street driving, or we're gonna see they're gonna show themselves. But we have the man-made ones, and we also have the real ones. So people, don't be fooled by the man-made ones. The real ones will show themselves to you soon. I do believe that. I won't sound crazy then, but I do believe that. It's been a lot of crazy shit happening, like you said.
I just want a PS5 Pro first.
Before all the shit pops
Just
off.
wait till December.
They might bring you some shit, dog, that's out of this fucking
Maybe
world.
they'll have
no pun
cool
intended.
shit, or maybe they'll have not cool shit.
Bring gifts.
I just want to.
They know humans like
I want to
gifts.
spend $700 on a PS5 Pro, real quick. I'm gonna get that, dude. It's a waste of money. I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
But I care about shit like that.
Right.
Like I care about.
Okay.
I care about how many pixels there are. I care about how many frames there are. I play on like a gaming monitor. I'm like this close to it. Like I care about it. If you're sitting on your couch playing it on a TV, it's not gonna make a difference.
You want that? I want these new Bose headphones.
Yeah. See.
And they're probably about $3.
We have
but I'm
different
like,
priorities.
I listen to music so much. It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Like I always have my headphones on. So it's treat yourself, dog. In other words,
I'm going to. It comes out in November. It comes out on November 7th. It comes
treat
out on
yourself,
our
man.
anniversaries.
I call them feel good buys. I
mean,
give myself a feel good buy probably
I do quite a bit of
every
them.
now.
I do a good amount of feel good buys. But
And it can be
save up for a little bit.
It could be as low as $10. It could be $300. It's not the amount. It's just
sometimes a feel good buy is an iced tea, man.
just going through the motion of something, going somewhere, going inside somewhere, walking out, or chilling in my car for a minute.
Spice latte.
Right. It's just that. Treat yourself though. Fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna be looking at them pixels, dude. It doesn't have a disc drive though. You got to buy a disc drive.
That's what
Stick
they're
it on
doing.
there. Costs like $100.
That's what they're doing.
So really, like it's a $700 thing. But after I get the disc drive, it's an $800.
It's all about the accessories now.
Yeah. But then I'm like, I don't really have any physical games anymore, though. I got some old like PlayStation 4 ones.
I did go get, and I don't know. I think somebody posted it on the page. Like, what did he say? Like, you guys know this shit will glitch out, or you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I looked up at Best Buy. They had the physical copy. So I was like, yo, I'm running in there. Yeah. So I did go get that one. That's probably the first physical copy I
told my wife if she ever sees it on sale somewhere, she'd
grab that
shit.
Just cause it might flash out and then, never know.
Like, you don't know.
Never know. But I got to have that one.
They're talking about College Football 26 already. Shit sounds fun, man. I'm getting excited.
And see, and you're on the same group page. I'm like, man, I had to tell, and I don't really post much on there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, all this goddamn complaining.
I muted it.
So I finally said, I said, like, man, I ain't got one complaint. I waited 10 fucking years for this. And besides, all these fucking glitches and shit y'all talking about, I don't see none of them.
And what'd you expect anyway?
What'd you expect? Yeah, man, I'm still 110%. I ain't tired of it yet.
I play that shit like 2 hours a day.
I'm about to go home right now and get on the sticks. I'm not tired of it yet.
I didn't for a while there after my dog, but
rightfully so.
I took a couple weeks off, but yeah, I'll play like 2 hours a day of that shit. Probably,
yeah,
at least.
Cheered you up a little bit though, didn't it?
Well, you did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it did.
Yes, sir.
I'm stuck at Texas A&M though, man. I'm waiting for either because my dude, his alma mater is Florida State, so I would take the Florida State job. I'm waiting for Florida State or Nebraska to open up, but dude, their dudes are popping off, man. Florida State and Nebraska do great every single year. So I'm stuck at Texas A&M. I've won like 7 national championships. I'm about to start another, dude. I'm about to start over.
I'm stuck at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Every time I look at job offers, it's for a coordinator. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I just won. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I just won 11 games.
Well, and then it's like, I don't want to go be the head coach of fucking Boston College or something after I was winning national championships at Texas A&M.
Man, what the fuck? Man, I finally got a championship. I think my 5th season. I'm trying to stay true.
It's kind of tough.
I'm staying true. I'm like, man, this ain't like 14 where you just breeze through a season. Man, I'm losing and shit. Like,
No,
I'm pissed.
sometimes I go in there because I'm getting pissed. I turn the difficulty down. I'm like, dude, I'm supposed to be chilling. Like, I turn the difficulty down and hang. Like,
I'm on the edge of my fucking
yeah,
chair
I'm like,
now.
what am I doing? So I put it on like fucking varsity or whatever, and just hang like 80 points on.
Right,
them.
right,
And I'm like,
right, right. Yeah, I had to turn it down a notch.
Like,
I
I
got
feel
one
pretty good.
season where I got to keep my iron
Yeah,
sharp.
I
But
do
the other
too.
one, I'm like,
I
man.
do too. I have a Heisman dynasty, and then I have I have one where I can restart, I can quit, I can shut it off.
Right.
But I got a Heisman one where just like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I'm still 100.
I got good sliders though. Do you put sliders on?
Yeah.
I went into the thing and because you can just download them off the
download 'em,
thing.
yeah.
I just downloaded the realistic ones.
Yeah, I try to stay true. That's what I said. I want to stay true. I stayed true with the Huskers, man, and they almost got there.
Mm-hmm.
And this Dowdell dude, second in Heisman ranking.
Yeah, I got him to the Raiola's junior year. I got him to the playoffs, but I didn't win. Georgia beat me in the championship game. It's always Georgia.
I think Oklahoma got me.
Mm.
I thought that it was a coincidence.
Well, and then to win my first national championship with Texas A&M, I had to beat Nebraska.
Ain't that a bitch?
Kind of sucked.
Yeah, so if they did that well in a simulated season, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I know it's a video game, but
Kind of worried about him, dude. Honestly,
I don't know,
I'm
man.
not panicking.
I'm not panicking.
Not
that
ready
was
to
our
panic.
smack in the face. I think that was
Well,
the
it's just
smack in the
like-
face. Like I said, a trap game.
I'm like shook. I'm shook. Shaken. I'm shooken. I was about to say shooken. I'm shaken because I thought like the defensive line was like the core. Like if there's one thing I don't have to worry about is the defensive
We
line.
thought that. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
It's like no matter what happens,
That
the
was probably
the
my
defensive
biggest
line
upset.
the defensive line is going to be good. But the last 2 weeks, man, they kind of
Well,
they kind of haven't. And
I
it's-
thought I was kicked off 10-11, but it popped up on there. I was like, holy shit, they finally let me back on here. You were there.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw it, though. I think it was Hutmaker. It was after the second fumble recovery, after the sack. I think it was number 42, Neighbor or whatever, Gabor.
Yeah, Makai Bayer. I like him a
Recovered the
lot.
fumble.
Makai Bayer's good.
Well, the camera cut to it. Hutmaker was cussing his teammates out. Like, it was serious. They had to be separated. Then
Really?
the camera cut back to it. And I was like, whoa, why is he cussing his team? They just got a sack and a fumble recovery. Why is he fighting with his teammates? Like, 3 guys had to pull him apart. So I said something
didn't
on
see
there,
that
and I
at
got
all.
like 17. So there were 17 other people that saw it. I was wondering if you saw that.
I'll have to. My dad recorded it. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Yeah, I was like, he's fucking pissed at his own teammates
Yeah, well, because
after a great play.
they didn't show up. But you know, John Bullock. John Bullock's really really impressive to me.
He's
I
a
like
dog.
John Bullock a lot.
Local kid too. Ain't he?
Yeah, it sucks that I think so. I think he's
That boy a scraper.
he's from Nebraska. I don't know if he's from Lincoln, but he's from Nebraska at least.
Ralston,
Maybe.
Omaha. Something?
Yeah, maybe something like
Papillion?
that. And then it sucks that Tommy Hill went out. He's got plantar fasciitis too. That fucking sucks. He's probably gone for like a while.
Oh yeah, probably a year.
But Sayer Wright came in for him, and Sayer Wright he played really, really, really good. I like Sayer Wright quite a bit.
Yeah, I see a couple guys where throughout the season some positions can change. Like I hate to say taking over, but get more playing time. Like, why are y'all just putting this dude out here? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Sayer Wright is because he showed up late. He was like a late transfer from USC. So
That's what they did say. They did say that.
yeah, so he had to learn and stuff. But
the verbiage and
but they
all
they
that
threw him in
shit.
there, and he played great.
Produced.
He forced that fumble.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Mhm.
Like, damn.
Yeah, so it sucks that Tommy Hill's out, but
Yeah, try to find that. I can't remember after the sack and second fumble
Yeah, I will
recovery. I
try
was
to
like,
find
he's
that.
fucking pissed at his own teammates. After that, it was bad juju. We were still in that game up until that point. Is what I saw.
I mean, we were in that game until over, and it wasn't even a bad. Like the game was good until overtime was like, what the fuck was that?
What did they say? What they saying? Colorado and
Baylor.
Would they say that could have been game of the year? I don't know, man.
It was pretty cool that Hail Mary that Shador threw. That was pretty. It's pretty good, man.
That was
like I hate that good stuff happens for Colorado, but
well again.
I like when good stuff happens for Travis.
I
Hunter.
do like Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
They're riding his shoulders.
He seems cool, man. Like honestly,
Like I said, that's real football talent. He's a real kid.
he seems cool. He's like he's having fun.
He's a humble kid.
Yeah.
Probably really does enjoy the college campus life, where Shador and Shiloh probably don't live on campus. Uh, Either way, like I said, next year he's gone.
Yeah.
NFL. He's just stuck in the middle of a shit show right now. I'm not sure he really enjoys that shit show down there that he's stuck in between. But he's definitely going to the NFL. Shadur being a top 3 pick, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to see how this season. I'm gonna have to watch a lot more.
It's not that good of a quarterback class, though.
It's and that's why. And maybe
Shadur's
that's
probably pretty good. It's just like
considering the class.
Like you put Shadur at
all the dope quarterbacks got drafted.
Put Shadur at Georgia or something. Like I feel like he does a pretty good job.
A consistent system like Georgia, yeah. I mean that'll show.
Like you put Shadur and Travis Hunter at Georgia instead of Colorado. Like it's
Florida State.
It's pretty good. Yeah, Florida State. Yeah.
That's about it. Texas, even Texas.
Yeah, I mean pretty much any.
But Colorado.
Yeah.
High profile, pro style offenses. I don't even know what Colorado's. What do they run?
I don't know. The Shadur show.
The Shadur show. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't even know what offense they run.
I don't know. Spread, I guess.
Yeah, probably a spread. Fuck Colorado though.
Yeah, for real.
Who we play? It's a away game, right?
Purdue.
Yeah. Nah, man, we about to get these.
They're
fools,
bad.
Man.
They're bad this
We're
year.
gonna be 7-1 going to Ohio State. That's what I. That's what I really think.
Or 6-1, yeah.
Or 6-1.
6-1.
I think we're gonna be 6-1 up into Ohio State.
That'd be nice. I would take that. Like 7-0 seemed like there was no way we were ever gonna be 7-0.
That would have been
too
much pressure
too
for
good to be
for
true.
them kids.
I mean, I think even this game was too much pressure. And they just got like I don't even know really. They just got I don't know because that game felt good. Like it felt like we were gonna win the whole time.
Until in Illinois, they ain't no slouch.
They're good, yeah.
They ain't no slouch.
I mean, they put more people in the NFL than we have.
Come on,
lately.
the past few years,
they've had a couple first round picks.
Okay, I gave UTEP the same credit. If that UTEP game they play Colorado, they smoked Colorado. If they play fucking Illinois, Colorado they smoked Colorado.
I think so. Too. I think like Illinois is legit. Like that was a good football
legit.
game. That was 2 good football teams. That wasn't the usual like Nebraska loses their shit and it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen and we're like, what the fuck are they even doing? Like, dude, Dylan Raiola, man, the way he like, I'm on College Football 25, like putting it in between the linebacker and the safety, like fucking, he's doing it in real life. Like he's making these throws that are like video game type throws, man.
I know it won't happen.
I hope we don't waste I hope we don't ruin him. Is all I'm saying. I hope we don't waste him. I hope he's not wasting his time.
Has there ever been a sophomore to jump to the NFL?
No, you can't. You have to be 3 years.
So there's
you have to be 3 years out of high school.
So they do have a rule.
You don't have to play college, but you have to be 3 years out of high school.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, it probably won't happen. But another year under his belt, this kid's gonna be dangerous.
His junior year, he'll be a junior. Ja'Cory Barney Jr. will be a junior. There's a bunch of other ones.
Shit he's doing now, and this kid, he came here early.
Like
even,
Emmett
right?
Johnson will be a senior.
He graduated hhigh school early to get here early to learn the playbook.
I think so, yeah.
Technically, he was still in fucking high school 6 months ago.
Well, and Satterfield's Dylan's texted him like, I saw this play I want to run. And I'm like, he's probably texting him videos of Pat Mahomes like, look at this thing Pat did.
Let's do this.
I want to do this too. Which is fine. Like, if you're going to, like, it's cool to copy somebody, dude. I don't care. Like, if you're going to copy somebody, you might as well be Pat Mahomes.
I'm not a Mahomes fan. I'm more of a Broncos fan. Go Broncos.
Let's ride.
I wanted that to work so bad.
It would have been cool.
He was just a weird motherfucker,
Russell Wilson,
man.
I mean, he's weird, but he's cool.
Yeah, he's a weird motherfucker.
Like,
where is he at now? He lost in Pittsburgh.
Steeler. Well, he got hurt, so.
Mike Tomlin, man, he can make that work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Justin Fields is starting now at Pittsburgh. He hurt his leg or something.
Damn, Pittsburgh. Shit. Yeah, but them Huskers, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel good about it.
I think we can be 6-1. I think we got our trap game, our smack in the face, and they like, what the fuck? It's one of those what the fuck.
Well,
what the fuck, y'all? Come on,
Joel
man.
Klatt and motherfucking everybody on ESPN, like, they were feeling it too much, man. They just were.
Like the next time we get a Husker game, can we get like an alumni of the university here just once? I mean, shit. The dude that was up in the
Yeah, I
booth
heard
there
it was
had the fucking Michigan State fucking colors on.
Oh, really?
So he's hating all game. I'm like, you motherfucker. The week before that, didn't Joe Clatt go to Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, when I was here, I'm like, man, fuck you. And that, like, y'all hate on us.
I'm
so
excited to watch.
much.
This is like a humble brag. I'm excited to watch one on TV.
I always thought color commentators had to be.
I'm excited to just go over to Dad's house, sit on the couch, and watch one on TV. Game day, it's like especially Friday, dude. It's like I got off work and I was like, I still have to go to a fucking game today. It's too much.
Well,
Fridays are too much, man.
the Colorado game. I know
That was, dude. I was tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say my cousins came from Colorado, from Denver, and they like, hey man, you going to the game? I'm like, nah. They like, why not, man? You ain't a fan? Fuck yeah, die hard, bro. My blood comes out white and red.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to that one. He's like, why? I'm like, man, to go to so this is what I told him. I'm gonna let y'all know for all the people that don't know. I've been to pro NFL games, NBA games, but a game night here in Lincoln, Nebraska, you definitely got to take a nap the day before. And you're for sure gonna fucking take a nap the day after.
Yeah.
That shit takes a lot out of you.
I was tired, man. I'm tasting blood.
Yeah. That takes a lot out of you to be in that atmosphere, to feel that shit.
I couldn't talk for like 3 days. Especially when it's like that, when you win and it's fun. Like, dude.
Night game, might I add again.
Yeah.
That's just, I was like, nah, man, I ain't going to that one.
It was awesome.
Let alone a day.
That was like my favorite game I've ever been to, ever. Like, ever. 2014 Miami, that was pretty good, too. 2021 Michigan, that was good. We lost that one, but it was good.
Yeah, because you got, the Callahan era, the Riley era. No, you got some Pelini, too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Them were some good days. Them were some all right days. But did it get greater later?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, gotta go. My wife told me not to dilly-dally. We got stuff to do tonight.
Go get that
Thanks for
workout
listening.
in.
We do. We gotta take our dogs on a walk. We've been trying to do that more because we didn't walk them. Because when we had 3, it was just like too much.
It's too much sometimes.
But now we can each take one. It's cool. It's chill. So they didn't get their walk today, so we got to take them on a walk before it gets too late. They get pissed if
roll one up, man, and take it strong.
Exactly. Anyways, thanks for listening. Tell your friends to listen to us too. They'll probably be entertained. I don't know. Yeah. Have a great week.
Holla.